There's a lot of people here that have spent a lot of time in the bush for pleasure and for recreation. There's also a new group that has formed off the back of so many of the issues that our wild places face, and it's been formed by our best and our brightest young people. And they spend a huge amount of time in the bush as wilderness guides, looking after all sorts of people. And what I'd love for everyone to do is to realise that the future is bright. We've got some amazing young people, and here to speak on behalf of the Tasmanian Wilderness Guides Association and on behalf of those people who are really at the, they're right at the forefront of this. They have to deal with the clients, they have to deal with their bosses, they have to deal with the national parks, and they have to deal with their heart. And it's a tricky balance. So Adrien Butler from the Tasmanian Wilderness Guides Association, thanks so much for coming.
Good morning, everyone. I can't tell you how wonderful it is to see all these wilderness, outdoor and just Tasmanians out here in classic picnic weather for Tasmania, I must say. So on behalf of the Wilderness Guides throughout Tasmania, I wish to acknowledge and pay my respects to the original, continuing and emerging custodians of the land upon which we gather today. I wish also to express my gratitude to the Tasmanian Aboriginal Council for allowing us access to Truthwabukaminya for the important community gathering we're all here for today. My name is Adrien Butler and I'm honoured to be here today speaking on behalf of the Tasmanian Wilderness Guides Association. Guiding has been my work and my passion for the last 10 years, and I, like many guides, have developed a strong sense of place within the Tasmanian guiding community. Guiding is unlike other jobs. This career draws individuals from diverse backgrounds together through shared values. The strongest of these values is respect for and the affinity of the places and the environments in which we work in. For many years, guides in Tasmania have come together on tracks, on waterways, in campgrounds, and occasionally a pub or two. Our conversations would be centred around that epic weather system that came through and had us hiding in Kitchen Hut on the overland track, or potentially trying to describe that mysterious orchid that we're definitely positive that has definitely not been identified yet. Or maybe it was rehashing a story of a wedge-tailed eagle fighting a whitebelly out in a nest in Mount Williams National Park. However, over the last 2 years our conversations have shifted. The sense of pride we felt as a people in an industry is fading and is replaced with concern, disbelief and frustration. We can see that our current state government has a particular vision for Tasmania, and we believe that this vision is short-term, self-serving and neglects the wilderness values. As guides, we needed our voices to be heard, and we knew that united we may be able to shift the direction of our industry, and so began this association. Wilderness guides are integral to the tourism industry. We are ambassadors for this state. We are the most connected to the exact people whom tourism companies and governments are creating these experiences for. So please believe us when we say that this proposal is misguided. I have more. The recent announcement from the Federal Court ordering the Commonwealth Government to remake its decision highlights that the EOI process is invalid. This announcement was highly celebrated by the guiding community, and on behalf of them, I would like to thank everyone at EDO and at Wilderness Society who have worked so hard on this case. Currently, the process for private development in national parks is flawed. It allows private companies to restrict access to public areas in a discriminatory manner. It does not provide adequate opportunities for public consultation. It does not assess proposals according to the Environmental Protection and Biodiversity Conservation Act. And it does not provide for competitive tender process. As a result, it limits opportunities for more environmentally and socially sensitive opportunities. You may question, if we don't want this, then what do we want for the tourism industry in Tasmania? Well, I'm really glad you asked. Hodgman didn't. What we want is for Tasmania to be a world leader in sustainable tourism. We want a development assessment process that is at the forefront of protecting the natural and cultural values of Tasmania. We want tourism companies to be more engaged with the Tasmanian Aboriginal communities around them. We want an industry that serves all Tasmanians, for now and for future generations. We want a government that puts conservation and communities before private profit. We want a tourism industry that educates and connects people to place. And we want an industry that respects the fragility of our ecology and does not take it for granted. So as the accommodations get bigger and the tracks become wider, as the helicopters buzz and our group sizes grow, we as guides struggle to do the job we are asked to do. We struggle to connect people to place. Many may say that we are against progress, that we are hypocrites, and we are protesting the exact thing that earns our income, neither of which are true. We are for all people to have access to nature, heritage and wilderness. We know firsthand that tourism is an opportunity for industry, employment and economic growth in Tasmania. However, it does not need to be at the expense of our wilderness. This place has value and will continue to long after we are gone. It needs to make no contribution to our economy to prove its worth, nor need it be embellished for our comfort. It still shocks me that we stand here today defending a place that's heritage and wilderness values are internationally recognised, but yet here we are. Thank you.